Thank you for clicking on this video today. And if you can see in the background here, we've got a little heart-shaped bush there next to me. And where I am currently recording, wow, I'd actually asked for connection to Wi-Fi. And the interesting thing is in the passcode, my date of birth was in there. It's just so bizarre. And this is the thing that happens when you are following, leading yourself. There's the big pivot and switch. And you may see this, you may see other mentors or people that are being drawn into your reality that are in resonance with you, talking about how you're going from following your spiritual path to following your spiritual guidance to tuning in and doing all of this work to directing and leading yourself. There's the instant I know who I am. I know what I'm here to do. I know my path. I know that I'm here to be in my discipline and in gratitude that each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the blessing of my life. I'm breathing that into my being. And therefore, you're directing yourself from holding the energy and the frequency that you desire and you prefer. You may be doing strength training to activate that strength, to feel ferocious and strong and powerful, and to feel that you're getting inspiration on how you can boldly move more audaciously this month of May. You may be called to sweat and expel any energy out of your body that is not yours, calling out your energetic standards and your practice is earlier in the morning. I release all energies and emotions that are not mine. I calibrate my field back to my own frequency. I am that I am. My aura is cleansed and sealed to all but my I am self and the Christ vibration, the Sophia codes of being. I get to be in my beingness. I get to be in my life. I get to be in my pleasure and the value of my life force energy, coding that into your energetics and singing it walking down the street. Why do I have everything? Thank you. Now you're lit up and you're in aliveness. You're signaling and broadcasting from your field. The card of temperance keeps coming to me. I'm feeling like even a pivot away from cards and using them, even though it's a divination tool to bring messages through. But to just come on here and be in my radiance and in my joy and allow what wants to be spoken through me to just come. And on that note, I have also got angel messages here that I am feeling guided to go to because it just deeply resonates with me as well at this time that do you know and do you see and observe when you detach and completely let go and just trust God that you allow yourself to be in your beingness, in your appreciation, in those high frequency states of I get to be happy, I get to be in my life, I get to be in my joy, that the magic just happens. You're not needing or wanting anything. And observe when you're saying, I need this, I need that, to say, no, I don't actually need anything. I already have everything. You keep coming back to everything is already here. Nothing is missing. You cannot entertain stories or narratives of lack. There is plenty. Everything is already here. Everything is always correct. Everything is always perfect. Everything is always working out for me. And you keep coming back to that. You do not engage in any emotional turbulence, or that may be distortion from others. Release that from your energy field and say, I call on my power back to me. I'm here to be in my joy. I'm here to be in my vibrancy. I'm worthy and deserving of all of my desires. And you remember that you are the main character of your own movie in your own life. Things are being illuminated for you now. The more you actually pour into your own energy and your own vessel and your own creations, the more that's magnetizing even better for you. So going through cards, illumination is here. Things being illuminated, pour into, connect to the temple of your heart. There's something here for some reason on tracking down your fears and desires and to go head forward, straight into them, or that you're perhaps not entertaining them in the sense that you know all of your needs are met. You know everything is here for you. That you're showing up, you're allowing yourself to be stretched out of your comfort zone into the new ideas, into taking bold new action because you know who you are and you know everything's working out for you. And therefore you can take those actions and also you can detach and let go, knowing it's all happening for you anyway. Everything's unfolding for you anyway. You don't need to know the specifics in the house. You don't need to figure anything out. You simply move on what gives you passion, playfulness, and desire, what you would love to bring into being. And you never allow yourself to be disappointed, defeated, or knocked off the seat of your power in your center. You already are and have everything. The more you're rooted in that, in conviction and certainty, you have been through so much. You have surmounted insane obstacles and challenges. You've done so much activation within you that you love yourself and you hold yourself in such esteem and such value. Now you value your life, you value your breath, you value your feeling good, you value your body, you value your safety, your security, you're valuing what you're expanding into. You're valuing showing up, you're valuing your community, you're valuing the people that resonate with you, that are on that vibe with you, that once you elevate, you're valuing those who celebrate your success. You're valuing those that want your shine. You're valuing those who support and ignite and activate your sense of pleasure, huge energy, especially as a woman. You want to be in your pleasure. Anything that's giving you the ick that you may move away from, pivot from, not give your attention or energy to, because your attention is currency. It is your money. It is everything. Your mind, your your mood, your vibrancy. You want them to be aligned in that temperance energy of pouring into your vessel. And that chakra color, that your auric field as well is extended. I'm encased and covered and protected and shielded and supported and elevated in golden frequency. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. You're in the midst of a huge quantum leap. If you've been feeling tired and exhausted, you've been needing more rest, there may be a coinciding. Let me know as it resonates. Drop a comment if you're feeling this, whether you're feeling the need to stretch into new discomfort, training and bringing your nervous system online with you, holding steady and calm and certainty within your body, because you're being asked to take up even more capacity, to take up even more space, to audaciously hold that posture and that persona, that avatar, that who you are shaping yourself into being in that self concept and identity and who you are, and you're more congruent and coherent in that? Or is it that you're feeling that you can relax now, you can rest more? Perhaps you're following more cycles of what our ancestors did, of allowing perhaps a nap or rest power nap during the day to calm the nervous system, to relax, to allow receptivity, even doing your state akin to sleep before sleeping. And experts such as Tesla, Einstein were doing these practices. Thomas Edison, I'm getting, sorry, excuse me, that energy of how he was training himself to almost fall asleep, get into that close to sleep state, and then be awakened, because insights and energy was coming through for him for creativity and also for manifestation. And that time right before you fall asleep is the most powerful time to manifest. And that's why when you're coding in things into your reality, you're calling things out, you're speaking from a point of consciousness to your organs, to your body, to your cell, to your nervous system, to your subconscious mind. You who get on the happy train. That you're on that vibe right before falling asleep. You're coding your nervous system and coding the subconscious mind to hold that state and to make manifest your desire. You want to have the envisioning and the manifestation of those desires is already here in your field, in your energy, in your thinking states, and in your body as you're drifting off to sleep. And the more you do that before you sleep each night, the more you're on the trajectory to creating more in your reality. You actually get excited and look forward to going to sleep at night and having that as a ritual, a wind down, calming and rooting and relaxing your nervous system, recoding that and feeling that you instantly default to more calm. If there's chaos showing up in your reality, you move back in your power, that this is something of a reclamation of your authority and power inside of your own body, inside of your own system. And that's what's creating better for you. And I'm excited to share this to support others for activating that, reclaiming that, feeling that they're manifesting their greatest skill and joy from their body, from their reality. That's what the channel is here for. Deeply in gratitude. Again, what are you grateful for today? Feel free to share and drop your comment below. Let's amplify and celebrate that energy. Angel message of detachment says, according to spiritual law, you can have anything that's in your heart, anything that your heart desires. However, if your happiness, if your sense of security or feeling of power depends on someone or something in your life, then you're attached to that person or thing. And it's a chain that binds you to a lower frequency and keeps you stuck. Your guidance is to ask the angels to help you cut any ties and ties, any ties and cords that tie you to people, things, and emotions. When all attachments are released, you can no longer be manipulated emotionally. You can even call that out. If there's anything causing distortion or interference in my field, I expel you now and reclaim and call all my power back to me. I'm not a vehicle or tool for emotional manipulation. I already am and have everything, and I reclaim my power and authority inside of me. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. All unfolds in my favor for my benefit. Thank you. And so it is. This enables you to reclaim your power and to be genuine. Then you can act from a point of consciousness. Then you can respond and engage or disengage as feels in resonance with you, following your own discernment, which is also a card here. Free your spirit and that of others and let go. Affirmation says, I release everyone and everything. My spirit is free. You are here to be in your divinity. And if you have been if you identify as highly intuitive and empathetic and a sensitive soul, you've likely taken on programs of making others happy, of wanting to uplift and elevate others. Essentially, that is what we do here on this channel. Yet you're called into making yourself happy, since making yourself happier brings a better version of you forward. You're raising and elevating your frequency and vibration. Your feeling good is service work in itself. Your frequency rising and elevated is sending out that signal into the field. It's rooting that energy down into Mother Earth. You can intend to create that, to experience that. I get to be in my joy now. I get to prioritize my own happiness. I get to prioritize my own peace and contentment. And I no longer need to sacrifice that, to shrink, to play small, to contract in any way that is pandering to someone else at a cost to myself. And you can call that out and say, I prioritize my own peace, contentment, and happiness. And I'm unapologetic about that. And I consciously choose what I pour into with love and devotion as a way of wanting to do something and not out of any sense of manipulation, codependency, or need. Very different energetics. So discernment, it says sensing what feels is right or wrong. This is trusting your own judgment and acting on that. Your angel guidance is to look at the people and situations in your life and respond to your own intuition and gut feeling. Learn to develop your intuition and ask the angels to help you discern any good from bad. They prompt and they guide you. You feel safer, happier, stronger, and clearer in your own energy. And you can call that out and command it every morning throughout the day and before you go to sleep. My energy field is clear. I clear my energy field. I call out my power. My energy is restored back to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. Angel wisdom reminds you that when you can be trusted to use discernment, you can serve the universe in a great way. And the affirmation says, I trust my own intuition. Say that, call that out. I trust my own inner guidance. I trust my intuition and where it is guiding me. The further card is hope. I'm not a big fan of this word since I prefer certainty. I prefer delusional optimism that everything is already worked out for you. Even put it into past tense. Everything has already worked out for me. Everything has already fallen into place. Everything has bent in my favor already. It's already done in the quantum, so it is. So if you've had that tiredness, it's because you're in between a quantum leap. There's a huge energetic upgrade happening within your body and within your reality. And there can be a sense of doing both this dualistic thing, allowing rest and receptivity, ease and calm and steadiness and certainty in your body, while also persisting to stretch you into even more of your capacity to hold and to contain receiving that. The sun is about to come out in an area of your life. Your angel wisdom reminds you that your spirit is immensely resilient and powerful. Keep the faith with your dreams and visions. The affirmation says, I'm eternally optimistic. This is magnetic and attracts the great and bountiful and beautiful into your life. Let me know how this message has resonated for you. Again, I was guided to the same pages in my book, Joy in Connection. Yet also what was highlighted was reconnecting with your why. What is your why? What is your purpose? What is your North Star as you're waking up? What's igniting that passion and purpose inside of you? We look at this deep in Evolve 6-week group coaching. Even if you've missed week 1, join in, catch up, follow up on week 2. And also I'd like to announce that I have an event at the end of this month for the Blue Moon. That's over in the school community. I've shared a post on that and more is coming here, guys. Thank you so much for being here, for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And see you in the next one.